Sounds about right. Hello, I'm Anneliese of Eye Candy Quilts. Right there, see Eye Candy Quilts. I'm one half of Eye Candy Quilts. My mom, Brenda, is the other half. But of course, as we're all being responsible and socially distancing, and probably will be for a while, I came up with this idea that we should start a YouTube channel because we miss seeing your faces. So a bunch of things sort of happened all at once. So a little bit about the background of Eye Candy Quilts. Like I said, I'm Anneliese. I'm one half. Brenda's my mom. We both live in Nebraska. We live about 50 miles apart, which in Nebraska isn't as far as it is in other places. We're a military family, so we moved around a lot, been a lot of places, and you know, that's always interesting. But when we started Eye Candy Quilts, by the way, we started Eye Candy Quilts 10 years ago. It's our 10th anniversary. So that was one reason why we wanted to do something fun for this year. So we were started out 2020 thinking, okay, we have stuff we want to do. We have things we want to start. This is going to be great. 2020, cool. And then it's 2020 and we're doing it. It is almost June. We're doing it. It's okay, guys. We'll just keep going. It's been a rough everything. Anyway, 2020. So we wanted to do something fun for our 10th anniversary. So one of those was the YouTube channel. I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. And then we had talked before about trying to teach more, but realistically, that's a little bit difficult for us because we both still work full-time jobs. It was like, you know, paying all those unfun things like mortgages and Starbucks bills is like, you know, they have to happen. But we both have full-time jobs and you know, don't get as much vacation as other people. And well, that sounds bad. That's not what I mean. We don't have unlimited vacation. That's what I mean. So, and on top of that, I have the gremlin, who is still a small gremlin. And the gremlin is what I call my child, by the way, for people who don't know or follow us on other social media channels. By the way, we're Eye Candy Quilts on Instagram too. See you there too. But the gremlin, I still have the gremlin. He is a small gremlin. And between, you know, his sick days or days that daycare is off, it's like the amount of time that I'm able to take away is a lot smaller than it was a couple of years ago. So we always try to make going to market and seeing all of our shop friends and making sure that our shops get our patterns to get our stuff to you, because we want you to go see our shops, because they're the reason why we're doing any of this stuff. It's like, they're the ones who have the fabric. They have the good stuff. Let's go see them. So anyway, we always try and go to market, so that means we can't get out as much. So all of these things just sort of came together. I was like, okay, we still want to talk to you and tell you what's up. So we came up with this YouTube channel. So we're going to give some tips and tricks, and nothing, you know, no rocket science here. It's like, if you've read our patterns before, we're not, how should I put it? A lot of our patterns are how many ways can you sew a 1/4 inch seam or torture a half square triangle. Nothing that we do is particularly hard. We don't do things that are really hard. We do things that may be more intricate or time consuming sometimes, just because you're doing a whole heck of a lot of it, but nothing that we do is really hard. So we wanted to give some of our tips and tricks for how we do things. So that includes anything from the quilting process, or why we picked a certain fabric for a quilt, or maybe we'll show you, compare a couple of our quilts, or, you know, just give you some tips about sewing. It's like, I'm a huge fan of vintage sewing machines. Maybe I'll show you some of those. My mom, my other half, is a huge sewing gadget girl and loves all that stuff. So maybe she finds new stuff at market. So what I'm trying to say is we want to use this channel as a way to keep talking to you in every way that we can and communicating with you, and you can see what we're up to. You can talk to us and tell us what you want to see or what you want to know from us, and we'll try and keep you tuned with lots of stuff. But like I said, with the beginning is something always goes a little bit sideways, you know, a thread avalanche, maybe a cat, maybe a child screaming, maybe the internet goes out, but you know, it's life. It's 2020. We're doing it, guys. So anyway, click the subscribe button to join us here. Check us out on Instagram at iCandyQuilts, and always check out our website for all the cool new stuff, www.icandyquilts.com.